Hey, Vanessa here, and welcome to my channel, Vanessa London. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about what is Bitcoin, who created it, its disadvantages as well as advantages, and the misconceptions about Bitcoin, which I think would be very, very interesting for you. I will also talk about different terms such as Bitcoin mining pools, and the technology behind this protocol called blockchain. Now, the main purpose why I've created this video is to provide awareness for those who are not aware or not understanding what Bitcoin is. This video should not be your sole source of information, guys. I highly advise you to do your extensive research just like I did, okay? So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video, and make sure you copy all the websites that I mentioned in this video. And here it goes. These guys are switching to what they think is better monetary system, a system in which banks are no longer needed because payments can be made directly from one person to another.
Bitcoin is fundamentally different because in Bitcoin, you don't owe anyone anything and no one owes you anything. It is not a system based on that. It is a system based on ownership. And no one can censor it, no one can seize it, no one can freeze it.
This footage was when the Lehman Brothers Holdings, a global financial services firm based in New York, declared bankruptcy in 2008. All over the world, there were panic debates how to save the banks. Then, on a little visited forum for cryptographers, a white paper was submitted in which a completely new monetary system is proposed. The visionary author calls himself Satoshi Nakamoto.
These were the darkest days of the financial crisis. So that to me suggests a very clever mind that saw an opportunity, the perfect opportunity to introduce a new radical technology and a new radical approach to money and finance at just the right moment when people would be very open to making this big shift that's required to adopt a new currency.
What's exciting for me is like a global economy. Right now we say we have a global economy, but I can't take $1 and give it to you in the Netherlands and then you know what to do with it, right? You would have to go and change it to your native currency. And when you kind of eliminate that step, and I can just send you one form of payment and you can send me a product in a matter of seconds, that starts to change things from a global perspective.
So those video clips that you've seen are few of the advantages of Bitcoin. You might be wondering why I am showing you this website, which shows the 172,000 plus unconfirmed Bitcoin transactions. This is one of its disadvantages. Due to the increased number of Bitcoin transactions made in the last quarter of 2017, this is why it is happening. Now, what does this mean? Bitcoin, just like anything else in this world, is not perfect. Let me explain it properly so this will all make sense to you. In our real world, guys, this is how Bitcoin works. In order for you to buy Bitcoin, you must have a Bitcoin wallet. There are different kinds of Bitcoin wallet, but in this video, we will use Hot Wallet as an example, which is basically a web wallet. Inside your Bitcoin wallet, you will have your own Bitcoin address, more like an account number in the traditional banking. Okay, in this example, let's say I would like to send Bitcoin from wallet A to wallet B. Once I hit send from my wallet A, the transaction will be sent to the Bitcoin network to get verified by all of the Bitcoin nodes available. So the mempool is basically the nodes holding area for all the pending transactions. So you will find all unconfirmed transactions here. Let's say this dot is my transaction out of all the hundreds of thousands transaction inside the mempool. Before the transaction can be verified, miners will have to solve a mathematical cryptographic challenge to verify the transaction. So it is not that simple, okay? The miner or miners who is able to solve the problem will be rewarded with bitcoins, and that would be 12.5 bitcoins. BTC, by the way, is the trading name for Bitcoin, just to give you a heads up. In the early stage, the reward was 50 bitcoins, and that is every 10 minutes. And that's about 7,200 new bitcoins daily. Halving is a process in Bitcoin that happens every 4 years of mining. From 50 bitcoins, it went down to 25 bitcoins, and then in July 2016, it went down to 12.5 bitcoins every 10 minutes, which I've mentioned earlier. So at the moment, guys, that makes 1,800 new bitcoins daily. The next halving would be on the 12th of June 2020, mark your calendars, which will result to 6.25 bitcoins reward for the miners every 10 minutes. That is going to be 900 new bitcoins daily. The halving process that I mentioned actually came from the extensive course that I finished from an award-winning blockchain specialist, George Levy. So thank you very much indeed, sir. Going back to the wallet A and wallet B earlier, assuming that this dot is the transaction that we've been talking about and it got verified, then it will now be available inside your wallet B. At the same time, this transaction will be added into the blockchain, which is composed of blocks that are linked together. And in each block, there are several transactions inside, and one of them is the transaction that we talked about earlier. Another thing that I should mention in this video is once you get yourself a Bitcoin wallet, you will have to exchange your fiat currency to Bitcoins. So if you are located in the Philippines, you have to exchange Philippine peso to Bitcoin. Of course, if you live here in the UK, that is pounds to Bitcoin. If you live in the US, that is US dollars to Bitcoin. Basically, you will have to exchange your local fiat currency to Bitcoin. It was last quarter of 2017 when I started my cryptocurrency journey, and this was my experience. Few of the popular cryptocurrency exchanges out there are the following: Coinbase.com, which is heavily promoted here in YouTube, Coin Mama, Bitstamp, CEX.io, and Bitilicious here in the UK. But in order for you to buy a Bitcoin, you need to be verified first, which means you have to submit either a passport copy of yourself, obviously, or driver's license ID. Each exchange platform requirements vary. Some would want you to take a selfie of your face along with the document that you submitted in their platform, and this is an example of myself. Sorry about the background. So CoinMama and Bitstamp does this. Coinbase.com, they recently added the selfie requirement first week of January 2018. And as of today that I've uploaded this video in YouTube, I have not been verified yet because of the huge influx of people getting into this market. Bitilicious was the only exchange who verified my account very quickly, and Bitilicious fee wasn't too bad for £100 worth of bitcoins. But one day when I wanted to buy £1,000 worth of bitcoins, they were charging £400 extra, and I was like, what is going on? So I decided to look for other ways, and I found blockchain.info. Inside blockchain.info, you can create your wallet for free, and they have a built-in exchange using Coinify. Coinify is their third-party partner. The fees were not too bad, and I can purchase up to $300 worth of Bitcoin without getting verified or while waiting for them to verify my account. The reason why I am sharing all of these things to you is I want you to be aware that the more we progress in the next coming months, the higher the Bitcoin transaction fees is going to be, as well as the miner fees. Remember, the miners that will be verifying our transactions, it will increase. Okay? You also have to be aware that Bitcoin's difficulty level is changing every 2 weeks. And here is a site that I personally go to check the difficulty level. If you are an expert, please feel free to suggest other sites in the comments below this video so that other people will also be benefiting and we can all share the reference. One of the websites that I visit multiple times per day to see the current price of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies is this one right here, which is coinmarketcap.com. We can also see the current circulating supply, which is 16,783,275 Bitcoins. This is the total supply that we have circulating worldwide. We can see that the current market cap of Bitcoin as well, and just so you know, the price of Bitcoin changes every second. If we click this graph, we will see the chart of Bitcoin, and if we click this website link right here, it will take us to the official website of Bitcoin itself, which is bitcoin.org. And I encourage you to read everything in here. Literally everything that you need to know about Bitcoin, you will find in this website. If we click the historical data, we will see the current price of Bitcoin, which is under the close column. Let's see the all-time data. So you will see how far Bitcoin have become. So in here, the furthest that we can go is 28th of April 2013, wherein 1 Bitcoin was equivalent to $134.21. Now it's about 15,000 US dollars plus. Yeah. I also just wanted to add in this data about the maximum supply, which is 21 million Bitcoins. I mentioned earlier that the current circulating supply that we have at the moment is 16,783,275. And it is predicted that we will reach the 21 million Bitcoins by 2140. Once we reach 21 million Bitcoins, that's it, and there won't be any Bitcoins to mine. Another website that you can visit is mapofcoins.com. You will see the evolution of cryptocurrencies here, and you will discover the different altcoins or alternative coins that was developed from Bitcoin, and you will also see Litecoin in here. Just a quick recap about Bitcoin mining, guys. It is a decentralized computational process that serves 2 purposes. Number 1, it confirms transactions in a trustful manner when enough computational power is devoted to block. If you recalled, I briefly talked about this earlier, about the pending transactions waiting to be verified in the mempool. Number 2, it creates new Bitcoin in each block. The Bitcoin miners help keep the Bitcoin network secure by approving transactions through solving a very complex math problem first. Mining is an important and integral part of Bitcoin because it ensures fairness while keeping the Bitcoin network stable, safe, and secure. Now, there are 2 ways to do this, guys. Number 1 is solo mining. Number 2 is cloud mining, or some people call it cloud hashing. Let's talk about the first one, solo mining. This is where you buy the mining hardware and pay for the electricity cost of this machine. Number 2, cloud mining. This enables users to purchase mining capacity of hardware in data centers. Bitcoin cloud mining enables people to earn Bitcoins without managing hardware, software, electricity, bandwidth, or other offline issues. Then, all Bitcoin mining is done remotely in the cloud. This enables the owners to not deal with any of the hassles usually encountered when mining Bitcoin, such as electricity, hosting issues, heat, installation, or upkeep trouble. Important note that I have to address to you guys. Please do your own research about these two options before purchasing any cloud mining contracts or purchasing any hardware. Okay? Now, I will be documenting my cryptocurrency journey, by the way, in my YouTube channel, and will include the link of the video in the description below. And basically, I will be sharing with you the different platforms that I used and show you my results. If you don't see the video link yet, hit the subscribe button and the bell next to it so you get notified in your phone or PC when I upload a new video here. Moving forward, guys, let's talk about Bitcoin mining pools. This is extremely important. That's why I wanted to add this into this video. Bitcoin mining pools are a way for Bitcoin miners to pool their resources together and share their hashing power while splitting the reward equally according to the amount of shares they contributed to solving a block. A share is awarded to members of the Bitcoin mining pool who present a valid proof of work that their Bitcoin miner solved. Bitcoin mining in pools began when the difficulty for mining increased to the point where it could take years for slower miners to generate a block. The solution to this problem was for miners to pool their resources so they could generate blocks quicker and therefore receive a portion of the Bitcoin block reward on a consistent basis rather than randomly once every few years. Now, let me take you to blockchain.info/pools and show you the approximate estimate of these hash rate distribution among the largest mining pools in the world today. Here, if we click 4 days, it will show us that BTC.com is leading, and then if we click 48 hours, it is showing that Ant Pool is leading. Lastly, if we click 24 hours, now it's BTC.com again leading the entire mining pool. Now, please take note that this data is recording these pools' performance in first week of January 2018. So go to the site now so you will see the live data yourself. Lastly, I would like to address the two misconceptions about Bitcoin. Number one is Bitcoin is used to launder money. Number two, Bitcoin is anonymous. Number one, Bitcoin is used to launder money. We've already talked about the transparency of Bitcoin transaction and that all of the transactions are kept in the public ledger. That just means all Bitcoin transactions from the very first day is on an open blockchain. So any money launderers would be putting themselves at risk if they are using Bitcoin. Just think about that. Okay? Number two, Bitcoin is anonymous. It is not anonymous, guys. It is more like pseudonymous. The perfect example to describe this is the Silk Road dark marketplace back in 2011. This website is known for selling illegal drugs. Most customers are using Bitcoin to order drugs. This Dread Pirate Roberts is a guy called Ross William Ulbricht, a computer programmer, best known for creating and running the Silk Road website from 2011 until his arrest in 2013. Dread Pirate Roberts was using Bitcoin and FBI was able to trace him through his Bitcoin address. And that led him to his arrest. So those are the common misconceptions about Bitcoin. and I hope I was able to clarify them for you. If you are new to Bitcoin and you've learned something new from this video, share it among your friends and spread the cryptocurrency awareness. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell button next to it. Don't be shy, so you instantly get notified every time I upload a video, guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. See you in my next video. Bye.